How did the lightest metal on Earth become the heavyweight champion of modern technology? And why are countries racing to control it? How did one soft silvery metal become so important? How did something so light and quiet end up at the very heart of our phones, our cars, and our power grids? The answer is lithium. It is a small and unassuming element. It is the lightest solid metal on Earth. For a very long time, it was rare and little used by humanity. Today, it helps run the engine of modern life. We touch it every day, even if we never see it. It is the silent partner in our digital existence, the hidden force that gives our technology its freedom. Our world is a world of screens and signals. It is a world of instant communication and movement. All of this is powered by electricity, but not just electricity from a wall socket. It is electricity we can carry with us. Lithium was found in the year 1817. A young Swedish chemist named Johann August Arfwedson discovered it. He worked in a small, quiet laboratory. He was studying a mineral called petalite. The sample came from a mine on the island of Uto. While analyzing the stone, he found a substance that behaved like no other known element. He named it lithium, from the Greek lithos, meaning stone, because he'd found it inside a rock. He did not know it then, but he'd uncovered a fundamental building block of our technological world. For over a century, lithium remained a curiosity, a footnote in chemistry textbooks. Scientists learned its properties, but practical uses were few. It was used in small amounts to strengthen certain kinds of glass. It was used to strengthen some ceramics. Doctors sometimes used lithium salts to treat mental health conditions. It did not drive industry or capture the public imagination. It stayed out of the headlines, minor character in industrial progress. It was waiting for its moment. The true potential of lithium was hidden in its atomic structure. Unlocking that potential required deeper understanding of electricity and chemistry. It also required a need. The industrial revolutions ran on coal. They ran on oil. They ran on giant, heavy, lead-acid batteries. Those sources were powerful, but not portable. The power of lithium comes from three key traits. First, it's incredibly light, least dense, solid element. It would float on water. Second, it's highly reactive. Like sodium and potassium, it wants to give away an electron. Third, high electrochemical potential. It creates like strong voltage. And these three properties make lithium the champion of energy storage. Its simple nature makes it uniquely powerful. Lithium atom, very simple, 3 protons, 3 electrons, 2 electrons in a stable inner shell, 1 lone electron in an outer shell. That single electron isn't held tightly. The atom is always looking to give it away and become a positive ion. That eagerness, reactivity, is the secret to the battery. Inside a lithium-ion battery, this is put to work. A battery has 2 electrodes, negative anode, positive cathode. Charging, lithium ions embed in the graphite anode. Discharging, ions move back to the cathode. Ions flow through the electrolyte. Electrons travel an external wire, creating current to power your device. That dance is remarkably efficient. Lightness means high energy density. Small, light batteries store lots of energy. The first commercially viable lithium-ion battery arrived in the early 1990s. A team of scientists had found ways to make the process safe and repeatable for thousands of cycles. John Goodenough, M. Stanley Whittingham, Akira Yoshino. This was the breakthrough the world was waiting for. Suddenly, a new kind of energy was available. It was energy that was not only powerful, but also light and long-lasting. For consumer electronics, this was a revolution. For transportation, for energy grids. Think of the mobile phone, 1980s car phone, bulky brick phones, flip phones, and early mobiles, modern, slim smartphones. Before lithium-ion, phones were bulky, their batteries died quickly. They were tools for business, not companions for everyday life. The new batteries changed all of that. They allowed phones to become smaller, thinner, and more powerful. A device could now fit in your hand, play music, play video, and last for a day or more on a single charge. This freedom from the power cord untethered our digital lives. The modern smartphone could not exist without lithium's energy density. The revolution then moved to our roads. For decades, the electric car was a dream held back by the weight of lead-acid batteries and the low capacity that limited range. Lithium-ion changed the equation. A large pack of these batteries, laid flat under the floor of a car, could store enough power to drive for hundreds of miles. The battery is still the heaviest single component of an electric vehicle, but its high energy density makes long-range travel possible. The age of electric transportation had begun. Beyond our phones and cars, lithium is now helping to reshape our power systems. So, where does all this essential lithium come from? It is not found as a pure metal in nature. It is locked away in minerals and salts. There are two main sources from which we extract it today. The first is from brine, found beneath vast salt flats. Ancient, dried lake beds, often located high in the mountains of South America, Chile, Argentina, Bolivia. Companies pump this salty water from deep underground. The brine contains a rich mixture of minerals, including dissolved lithium salts. The process of extracting lithium from brine is one of patience. Over months to a year, the water evaporates, salts concentrate, different minerals crystallize in stages. Workers harvest concentrated lithium chloride, processed further to create the pure materials needed for batteries. This solar evaporation method is slow, but it uses natural energy. The other major source is from hard rock mines. In countries like Australia, the world's largest producer, lithium is found within a mineral called spodumene. Traditional mining digs and crushes the ore, then chemical and heat processes separate the lithium, faster than brine, but often more expensive and energy intensive. Both methods come with environmental costs. Water use and strain in arid regions, changes to water tables, huge waste rock and scarred landscapes, and impacts from energy and chemicals. As the world's hunger for lithium grows, the pressure on these landscapes and the people who live there will only increase. The world's supply of lithium is not spread evenly across the globe. The geology of our planet has created distinct clusters of this valuable resource. The most famous of these is the Lithium Triangle: Chile, Argentina, Bolivia. These three countries together hold more than half of the world's known lithium reserves, almost all in brine beneath their salt flats. Further away, Australia stands as a giant in hard rock mining, currently producing the most raw lithium of any single nation. This geographic imbalance has created a complex global race for control. The story is not just about who has the raw material, but who can process it. China has relatively modest lithium deposits of its own, but it has invested for decades to dominate refining. Chinese companies import vast quantities from Australia and South America, then process them into lithium hydroxide and lithium carbonate for battery makers. This midstream control gives China immense influence. Other nations are racing to catch up. The United States and Europe have woken up to dependence on foreign supply chains. With big EV targets, a secure lithium supply is economic and national security. Governments are offering incentives to develop local mines, processing plants, and battery factories. They're building mine-to-megawatt ecosystems at home. Car makers are signing direct deals with miners to lock supply. Exploration is ramping worldwide. Every nation wants white gold to power the green transition. As demand for lithium has soared, its price has been on a wild ride. For many years, it was a sleepy, stable commodity. But the electric vehicle boom changed everything. The market for lithium is still relatively small compared to giants like oil or copper, which makes it prone to volatility. When car companies announce massive new investments in EVs, or when a new mine faces delays, the price can swing dramatically. This creates a climate of uncertainty for producers and for consumers. And the price charts tell a story of booms and of busts. Recently, prices spiked to unprecedented highs on fears of supply shortage, making batteries more expensive and threatening to slow EV adoption. Then new production came online and demand cooled. Prices prices collapsed. These cycles create chaos for business planning. Automakers struggle with prices, miners risk billions on new projects. What does the future hold for this vital metal? The answers are not simple. Several paths are unfolding at once. One of the most important is recycling. Today, billions of lithium-ion batteries exist in our phones, in our laptops, in our cars. As these devices reach end of life, a vast stockpile emerges. If we can efficiently recover lithium, cobalt, and other valuable materials, we can create a circular economy, reducing new mining and its impacts. Recycling technology is improving, but it is not yet widespread or cheap enough to solve supply. One of the most promising areas is the solid-state battery. These batteries replace the flammable liquid electrolyte with a thin, solid material, potentially safer, faster charging, and higher energy. Some designs might use less lithium or use it more efficiently. Prototypes exist, but scaling manufacturing remains a major challenge. Alternatives are emerging, notably sodium-ion. Sodium is far more abundant and cheaper, but currently lower in energy density, better for stationary storage and smaller, lower-cost EVs than for long-range cars. So, we return to our central question. Lithium powers our present. It is the engine of our mobile world and a key to our green transition. As our demand for it explodes, will this miracle metal be able to keep our world running, or are we building our future on a resource that'll prove too scarce, too expensive, or too damaging to extract? The answer will depend on our ability to innovate, to recycle, and to manage this resource wisely. Lithium powers our phones, our cars, and our future. But as demand explodes, will this miracle metal keep the world running, or are we heading toward a lithium crisis?